Okay, you guys, I'm back. So, um, I had another vision of it was a very odd shape. I'm gonna try to show you that little almost figure eight shape. And what I saw the next day was a story about Israel um, on the bunkers, them preparing and also currently using the bunkers. This was on Begley's channel, but the shape of it caught my attention. Of the face of this mask that he used. I really think something's about to pop off in Israel. I just don't know what. Also, there was a story that Mr. MBB3 put out, also having that same exact shape of these little, I don't even know what they call them, objects surrounding a space, not space shuttle, but spacecraft that's orbiting the sun along with the earth. I listened to the video twice. You know, he's fascinated by this thing, and I'm not sure why, but the shape of the object um, caught my attention, and I'll leave his video below if you're interested in watching it, okay? Um, Objects, actually. So, um, also, Amos, Begley did just do a video on Amos, and it also reminded me of me just talking about Party City, and the party is over. It's no coincidence, you guys. He's talking about it as it relates to the sun being darkened, as the solar eclipse is coming up, and also a spiritual a famine for the word of God, which Amos does talk about. Amos said, you're going to wish, basically, that you had the word of God and basically in the midst of you. And it made me think about that dream with me feeding these kids and trying to feed them what I had. And, you know, even though it was leftovers, we ain't that bougie over here. We eat leftovers. And me just saying that I was going to have to prepare this new teaching and start on it. Also, Sharon need to get on her her thing about the book of Amos too. I'm mind my business. Um, but yeah, this just came up again. Begley just did a video on it today, and I'm just catching up. Also, those little specks of light. Minister Paul just did a video, perhaps suggesting that they're going to use an EMP and some other false light at the time of the rapture. And I believe it has something to do with the vision, because these specks of light, and he's also talking about North Korea, okay, you guys? He's talking about North Korea having an earthquake, coincidentally enough, in that video. Having an earthquake, and perhaps because of a nuclear test. Even though I know they said they're gonna back off, I don't believe that. But these little specks on this map that he had, I'm yet to find the other video that I saw with these little specks on it. But these little specks, these specks of light that I saw in my vision weren't like the ones that I had after my worship. I knew they were alive, and I knew they were representative of the glory, light surrounding me, all that jazz. But these seem to be more of a solid and not as alive. And he talks about a false light, them perhaps giving a false light at the time of the rapture in some type of EMP. I'll leave the video below, okay? I don't think it's a coincidence. And one more thing, there was as it relates to that insect, I said insect and put the swarm in parentheses. I think this is having to do with this bubonic plague. I said insect in parentheses. I put not parentheses, but in I don't even know what you call the thing. Swarm. These insects that have been tested to and found to have the bubonic plague. I saw more insects in my open vision. Maybe this thing might grow bigger and not just be in what 2 counties in Arizona, I believe. You guys need to keep your eyes on that, okay? I personally did a massage on a higher level person from the CDC, and the CDC ain't here for us like they say they are, okay, you guys? So we're just going to keep an eye on that, and I want to put that information out, and I'll do updates as I find out any more information. I feel like I'm leaving out something, but oh well. I'll come back and do another video, okay? God bless y'all.